part 4. Have you ever been to an art gallery? Yes, I have been to a few times. Some local art galleries and then some bigger art galleries. What's the highest hill or mountain you've ever climbed? I can't remember the mountain name, but I climbed a mountain in the Appalachian Mountains in 8th grade. The same one I fell down that got me my scar. Do you have a piggy bank? I used to have one. I have no idea where it is now. What's the fastest you ever traveled in a car? With me driving? 90. I can't go up to 100. Not yet. Could you ever hand milk a cow? I mean, if I had to, sure, but I can't say that I'd be also thrilled to milk a cow. Okay, do you have popcorn with a movie? Yes. What's the furthest you've got a paper airplane to fly? I've got one to fly couple yards, maybe. Have you ever made a ball of twine or rubber bands? I've made a ball of rubber bands before, and that thing hurts if you hit someone with it hard enough. What was your favorite science? Biology, physics, or chemistry? Chemistry. I got an A in that. Could you ever go out with someone just because they're rich? No. And people, please, for the love of God, don't go out with someone just because they're rich. That is a horrible thing to do. You should look at what they actually are. Like, if you are attracted to what makes them that person, not because they have money. If they have money, great, it's a little bonus, but don't take advantage of it, please. Let's see, have you ever hopelessly failed a test? Yes, I have, and that was horrible. If you had a year off, what would you want to do? More of this. Kind of spend more time focusing on making content for all you guys and just kind of talking to all y'all. How many text messages do you receive on an average day? Nowadays, hardly any. But back in the day, I used to get quite a few. Now, the only people that really message me are one of my friends in Indiana and another one that's sometimes on campus. How long did your last phone call last? 2 hours maybe? That's usually how long mine lasts. Have you ever been horse riding? No, but I really want to go horse riding. That is something I really want to do. Have you ever argued over who should pay for something? Yes, because I was once with someone. Or no way, I was actually with my friend and his girlfriend, and my friend wanted to pay because he was bringing his girlfriend, and I said, no, I can pay for this, and then he said, no, I'm paying for my girlfriend, and I was like, you know what, why don't we just do half? He's like, no, I'm paying for all of it, so it was an argument. Have you ever helped out an injured animal? No, but if I did see an injured animal, I would help it right away. How do you throw bread for the ducks? I used to, but then I heard something about bread being bad for ducks, so I decided not to do that. Do you think babies are little bundles of joy or smelly, noisy things? Both. Are you allergic to anything? I'm allergic to tobacco, which is quite rare, but yeah, I get an immediate reaction of suffocation and just overall, horrible, ability to breathe, and yeah. Are you ticklish? Yes. And if someone tried to tickle me, that would not end well. Do you prefer tea, coffee, or cocoa? Tea. Do you buy people presents to bring back when you go on holiday? I'm assuming that's vacation. And yes, I try to do the best I can. Are you tired of answering questions yet? A little bit, but not really. Have you ever heard any outstanding rumors about yourself? Yes, I have. Public school. Senior year. It was apparently a rumor that me and another smart girl in my chemistry class were in a relationship and did sexual public things, and that is not true. But I think it was started by someone who absolutely hated me because I was known as Mr. A plus to that person. Anyways, do you think people... Oh, no wait, I'm way off. Is it acceptable or unacceptable to smack a child as a form of discipline? Please, for the love of God, do not smack a child. You know, you don't train a pet by smacking them. You train by saying in a firm but affirmative voice, no, and make sure that they don't do that. You don't smack them for any reason anywhere. I mean, if anything, a small smack on the hand. That is the most I would ever go. And if that's if it was a really bad thing, like trying to stick a fork in an outlet. But you get what I mean. If you were to join one of the armed forces, which would it be? I've actually thought about this before. I was thinking about going to the Air Force because I love flying. I love machines like that. It's amazing. What's the worst thing about being your gender? The horrible reputation. And I feel like we need that guys are presented more with kind of look at the cover of a book, don't look inside of it. Like if a guy looks average, a girl isn't I feel like a girl isn't interested in that person just because they look average. When they haven't even talked to the person, I mean, it's the same thing with girls. Guys tend to look at girls' attractiveness first before actually talking to them. So it's not really just my gender, but yeah. Best thing about being my gender, no periods and no makeup. If you swap genders for a day, how would you spend it? I'm not going to answer this question. Have you ever made someone cry? Not intentionally. I've never made someone intentionally cry. But it has happened before. Have you ever starred in a school play? I haven't starred, but I had a role in a school play where I was a lieutenant for a company of soldiers, and I had to be very authoritative and shout all of my orders, and I was amazing at it. Were you a member of any celebrity fan club? I am a fan currently of the Cimarelli and Lindsey Sterling fan clubs. I'm somewhat well known around the Cimarelli fan club. Lindsey Sterling, I am kind of hidden away. But Cimarelli, a lot of people recognize my edits, and they kind of know me a little bit. I'm also in the Markiplier fan club. I met a few friends there, that kind of stuff. Have you ever been a member of any other club? I'm currently a member of my Gamers Guild Club, which is, a whole bunch of people that like to play video games or card games or that kind of stuff. Have you been to a live concert? Yes, I've been to Selena Gomez once, Lindsey Sterling twice, and I'm hoping to go to Cimarelli at least once. What's the best way to your heart? Be honest, be truthful, be geeky. Do you know your own mobile phone number off by heart? Of course I do. Actually, it took a little while for me to remember it, but I remembered it after a little bit. Do you ever laugh at things you should? All the time. Have you ever been in a submarine? Yes, I have actually. My friend back in private school, his dad was the commander of one of the submarines in Connecticut, and we got to go inside and take a little tour of it, which was pretty awesome. Have you ever walked out of a cinema before the film was done? Yes, I have. It was a horrible movie, and I'm not going to go into it because that was just a stupid movie that I just couldn't stand. What song would you say best sums you up? I don't really know. Ask me this at a later date. Do you have any old friends you wish you could meet up with again? Yes, most of my private school friends who they mostly kind of don't really talk to me anymore. You know, I'm friends with them on Facebook and all that, and you know, I know we're all going off on our own lives, but you know, it wouldn't be bad to get the whole gang back together, all 24 of us. If you could choose one celebrity to be the father/mother of your child, who would it be? Well, it would be the mother, and realistically, I would choose Amy Cimarelli because she is definitely a lot kind of like me, kind of, and she's very cheerful, happy. She's really short, and she's just overall beautiful. What would you do if someone proposed to you tomorrow? I would say, who the hell are you? Because I probably haven't talked to you for that long. What are your 3 favorite internet sites? In no particular order. YouTube, Tumblr, and Twitter. How high can you jump? Like 2 feet off the ground. I used to be able to jump higher. Which fictional character do you wish was real? Oh my god, there's a lot. Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. He's adorable. Who was your first crush? If we're going to talk celebrity crushes, Selena Gomez. And we're talking real life crush, there was a girl who I'm pretty sure I had a chance with several times in my private school days, and I just didn't know how to go about it, and she was extremely cute, and I even talked about her a couple times to my friends online. They were like, oh, you should date her, and I was like, I don't know how, and so, yeah, that whole thing kind of turned really weird, and I don't know, it was strange. Are you a giver or a receiver? I'm going to assume we're talking about gifts here, because, yeah. And I am definitely a giver. Do you have any enemies? Not that I know of. Not that hate me, aside from anonymous people on the internet, because, you know, everyone usually has those. Are you scared of needles? I'm scared of looking at the needle going in me. I don't like to see that. I don't like to see it in me. If I see it outside of me, I'm okay with it. But if it, like when I got blood drawn, the needle was shoved right in here, and as soon as it got like right to here, I just had to look away. I could not stand looking at it. How many piercings do you have, if any? I have no piercings, nor do I have any intention of getting piercings. Have you ever got majorly lost trying to get somewhere? Yes, I have. Especially driving. How fast can you say the alphabet? A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. There you go. You're walking to work. There was a dog drowning in the canal on the side of the street. Your boss told you if you were late one more time, you're fired. Do you save the dog? I will damn well save that dog, because if my boss isn't understanding enough to know that I saved a animal from drowning, then obviously that boss is not the boss for me. And I can go find another job. You know, that dog is probably someone's dog, and that dog has a chance at life and of happiness. Why would you let it drown when I would be completely capable of saving it, you know? Are you the kind of friend you'd want to have as a friend yourself? Yes. Yes. What's the most interesting thing you can see out of your nearest window? Good question. As you can see, we've got a lot of darkness, but there's also an art building being built over there. We have a new art building being built, so we're getting that, and that's right outside my window. I have a nice little view of it. Okay, let's see. Do you think Barbie is a negative role model for young girls? Yes, well, yes and no. Yes, because it displays kind of an unrealistic body shape for women, but no, because I haven't really researched that at all. And you're asking me something on something I haven't researched and looked into or even had experience with. Actually, not true. I used to have Rugrats little Rugrat doll things back when I was like 4 because that was my show. And I used to, I don't know. It's a little different though, but I don't know. I'm kind of in between on that. Have you ever needed an eye test? Yes, I wear glasses. Although I need to retake my eye test pretty soon. Do you find yourself attractive? This is a tough one because I do find myself attractive, I just feel like I can make myself more attractive. You know? Can you roll your R's? No, I cannot, and I have tried for years. What social class do you consider yourself or your family background to be in? Probably middle class. Lower middle class, maybe. How fast do you type? I've been typing since I can remember, so I type pretty fast. Although I used to have to type like this, but now I just kind of type like scattered. I don't do the usual like put your fingers on certain letters and put these fingers on certain letters and then go like that. I just kind of like move my fingers around and just kind of extend them as needed. How fast can you run? Well, I can walk 10 miles per hour at maximum, although it hurts. I could probably run a little faster than that. And then sprinting, maybe 15. I don't know. I haven't really done a test for that, so I can't say. Do you believe in love at first sight? I don't believe in love. I believe in attraction at first sight. Like, you can be overly attracted to someone at first sight. Like, you can look at someone and say, holy crap, this person is so beautiful and just so amazing looking. But you can't, like, look at someone and say, I'm in love without really knowing what they're like. How many remote controls do you have in your house? 3. That's a weird one. Have you ever been to hot tub or sauna? Yes, I have, and those are amazing. Hot tubs. I've never been to a sauna. Have you ever had chickenpox? Yep, and I remember taking that oatmeal bath to get rid of it. Do you own a lava lamp? I don't, but my brother used to, and that was fun. Are you glad these are almost over? Kind of, but not really. I kind of like answering these. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy would you say you are? An 8. 7 or an 8. On a scale of 1 to 10, how smart would you say you are? About a 7. On a scale of 1 to 10, how funny would you say you are? My humor is kind of my own, so probably more around 6. 6 or 7. On a scale of 1 to 10, how devious would you say you are? I'm not that devious, so maybe like a 4 or a 5. I have my moments. On a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome would you say you are? A 9. On a scale of 1 to 10, how devilish would you say you are? A 2. On a scale of 1 to 10, how nice / caring would you say you are? I am a 10. I'm always nice and caring for other people, no matter who they are. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bitchy would you say you are? A 6. On a scale of 1 to 10, how polite would you say you are? My vocabulary isn't the best, but I always have respect and I speak with politeness. A 7. On a scale of 1 to 10, how attractive would you say you are? To myself, a 7. To others, probably maybe like a 6. Do you get seasick? No, I don't. I love being out in the seas. What do you consider is the most important piece of furniture in the house? A bed, because that is a place that you always come back to, lay down, and relax at the end of the day. Which celebrity do you find the most annoying? Justin Bieber. He is the definition of annoying and the definition of just horrible. I dislike him with every ounce of my being. What potential talents do you think you might have if you worked at them? Engineering. Computer skills. If you trained up in any profession of your choice by top professionals, what profession would you choose? Probably a radio host. I would want to host a radio program, and it's like this, but with audio. I would like to do that. If someone else's child was being an annoying little runt, would you go tell them off or do something about it? Honestly, it depends on how annoying they are. If it's just, oh, mommy, I want this toy, that's fine. But if they're running around and smashing stuff and all that, I would say something. It kind of depends on what the kid is doing. Do you believe in karma? Yes, because karma is a. Do you believe in revenge? Yes, but sometimes the best revenge is just being the better person. Do you believe in fairies? It's a possibility, but at this time, I don't think there are fairies. Do you believe in a God? Yes, I am. I guess it's best to say that I'm Catholic. I'm not 110% sure on what specifically to call my beliefs, but I'm definitely between Christian and Catholic. So I believe that God exists and everything else like that. Do you believe there used to be dragons? I honestly wish there was dragons. That would be amazing. Although I have a feeling that they did not exist. Who would you want to be with on a desert island? I don't really know. I would probably want one of my close friends with me. Because I would want someone to talk to and come up and have similar ideas with and survive somehow. Where do you see yourself in 1 month's time? Doing better in school. Hopefully getting better at drawing. Where do you see yourself in 1 year's time? Hopefully getting an internship in the radio and all that. Where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? I'm hoping to be involved in radio somehow and have expanded this channel to make it something inspirational and spectacular. What was the best thing about your old school? I'm just going to say my public school. The ability to have friends, because I feel like once private school kind of went on for a while, everyone stopped being friends with me. And it was nice to have friends again, Worst thing, the immaturity of everyone there. That seriously bothered me. Most people there were extremely immature. There were fights, there were drug busts, there were, people coming to school drunk. It was stupid, honestly. What's the heaviest thing you can lift? I can lift a lot of heavy things. Not as much as I used to, but I used to be able to. Maybe 100-pound person. That's my safest bet. What was the last present you received? The last present I received was this longboard, which I'm going to use in the springtime. It is a completely generic longboard, so I plan on putting a design on it. And I'm probably going to work on the design after I'm done with these questions. If I can stay up, that'd be nice. Okay. Let's see. What else do we got? Are your ears lobed or attached? They are lobed. How often do you wash your ears? Every time I shower. I don't know who doesn't. Could you go out with someone who had a child from a previous relationship? It would honestly depend on the person. If it's like we're meeting for the first time kind of thing, not likely. If we've been friends for a while, then, and I know the person very well, then possibly. What was your first job? Retail. I had a place called Ocean State Job Lot. That was the worst, and I will never go back there again. I hate retail with all my heart. Next question. What was your first car? Ford F-150, 1994. That is my baby right now. However, it's got a screwed up transmission, and one of the windows is a little jammed, and there's a couple rusted parts in the back, but I mean, it runs. It gets me from point A to point B. What was your first mobile phone? I had a grand old little flip phone, like the little tiny ones that are like this big. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? I went to Japan in 7th grade. Who was your first best friend? Probably this guy Tristan back in 5th grade. He and I were both avid video game nerds. We were awesome. We went around town being the little 5th graders we were, and I gotta say I miss that guy. Although I heard he's changed a lot since then, so it would be interesting. What was your first detention for? I've actually never gotten detention. Well, I myself never got detention, but apparently in our whole music class, everyone got detention during lunch, which was stupid because someone was like messing around, so our teacher became a huge bitch, and she was just like, okay, this whole class is staying in my room for lunch on detention. No lunch. And we're like, what the hell? So I don't consider that detention, honestly. What's your strongest voluntary muscle? My upper arm here, I guess. I don't know. Who was your first kiss? Oh, now this is a story and a half. Alright. Believe it or not, I didn't get my first kiss until I was 17. I was in the cafeteria, and I was a senior sitting with my freshman friends. Well, see, now we're sitting there talking, and everyone's talking about their first kisses, and I had a friend who had her friend, and my friend's friend had apparently never kissed anyone, and neither had I. And so my friend was like, hey, you guys should kiss. And then we're just kind of sitting there awkwardly, like looking at each other, like, I was like, I don't know if I should or not. And I was like, I mean, it wouldn't be that bad. And then all of a sudden I feel a hand on the back of my head, and then there's a hand behind her head, and she forces us together, and we kissed, and then we just kind of stood there like this for a little bit. And yeah, that's how my first kiss happened. It was a little awkward, but I don't know, that's the only interesting story I have. What was the first film you remember seeing at the cinema? Star Wars Episode 3 with that guy Tristan. Back in 2005, we were both Star Wars fans. We both wanted to see it, and so we went and saw it, and it was amazing. What nicknames do you have/have had? My friend here at college calls me Tai Tai. On Xbox and such, I have a username UnfixedPython, which is also my YouTube name. And I sometimes get called Python Unfixed. That's really all I have. Do you have any pretend or imaginary friends? I used to, but not anymore. Have you ever seen a therapist/shrink? I have seen a therapist, and I still do see a therapist. Have you ever carved a pumpkin? Yes, I love carving pumpkins. Would you say you're a good or bad influence to others? I hope that I am a good influence to others. In the way that I see it, it's a good influence. Do you prefer giving or receiving gifts/help? I prefer giving gifts and help. I don't like to ask for it. Do you plan to vote in the next election? I don't think I've even registered to vote. No, yes, I did. I just didn't vote. But I don't know. I might. I don't know. If you could replace one body part with a super bionic replacement, what body part and what features would the new bionic replacement have? If I could do it, just one arm, and I want it to be my left arm, because I would like to have it have enhanced strength, and yeah, that's really all, and the potential to make the fingers into like sharp, like jabby things. That would be nice. When you buy something, how do you get a desire to use/play it, even when they don't have any physical application yet? Oh, okay. Every time I get something, yes, I play with it, I look around at it, I inspect it, everything. Have you ever been on the radio? I'm about to be, because my advertisement is going to be played on the radio about suicide awareness. Do you have to wear glasses? Yes, I do. Well, I don't have to. I can see just fine without them. It's just things aren't detailed. Do you bite your nails? No, I've never bit my nails and I hate it. Do you prefer male or female singers? Female, because I don't know, they just kind of have a little harmony to them, I guess. Do you have a list of things you want to do before you're X years old? Yes, just I don't really have a concrete list. Like, I don't have an actual list, I just have a little mental thing. Do you like your age? Being 20, it's like anything else. And I'm not going to drink when I turn 21, so it'll just be another number to me. Although I will be getting my concealed carry permit for a pistol, which will be nice. What's your favorite physical thing you like about yourself? How thick my hair is on my face. My least favorite physical thing, probably my stomach, because it's a little out there, and I've been working on trying to tone it a little. Been trying. Are you proud, comfortable, or ashamed of your body? I'm comfortable, I guess. Yes, there's improvement, but I'm comfortable with it. What's your favorite personality trait you like about yourself? I am geeky, and I have my own gentle kind of side to me. My least favorite personality trait is I get jealous and I assume too much too quickly. It's extremely unfortunate. Do you know HTML, which is coding? And yes, I do. Have you ever flown first class? Sadly, no, but I do want to at some point. How many languages do you speak? I speak all English, and I know a little bit of Spanish and a couple words in Russian. What are better, violins or pianos? Violins. What's the fastest you've ever driven as passenger or driver? Didn't it just ask this question? But 90. Although I have been in the car with my friend on campus, and she has driven up to 110. And while it was scary at first, it was fun. If you could see any band, which would you like to see? Like I said, I would want to see Cimarelli. They are truly an inspiration to me. Who would you say are more attractive, English or Europeans? Probably the English, because they have wonderful accents. I love British accents. Coming down to the last few questions. Are you much of an adventurer? Yes, I am. I like to go places and go to new things and kind of things like that. Do you like your own name? Yes, I like my name. It's short, simple, rolls right off the tongue. How long has your longest ever phone call been? Oh my god. 9 hours straight, probably. And that was with my friend in Texas. and my soon-to-be girlfriend at that time. That was, whew, that was a long phone call. Well, technically it was Skype, but half the time I was on my phone. So, have you ever stolen anything? Me personally, no. Have I been an accomplice to it? Yes. Not anything pricey, but something has happened where I witnessed a person stealing something, and I may or may not have cheered them on as they did it. Could you ever have an affair with a married person? No. I would not want to, make someone cheat on their significant other, whether they're married or in a relationship or whatever. I would only want anything to happen with a single girl. Where the hell was I? Oh, could you ever split up a couple for one reason or another? No. I would honestly leave it alone. No matter how badly I want the girl, I would just leave it alone because, if it's meant to be, that person will come. If not, it's not meant to be. What is your family Christmases like? Usually just hanging around, decorating the whole house and the tree and everything. It's kind of nice. It's cozy. Do you prefer sporty or academic members of the opposite sex? Academic. I honestly love a girl that has intelligence. I love it. How much would it cost to buy your love? Honestly, nothing. Like, you could be dirt poor, and as long as you, are a great person, you're fairly attractive to me, then, it really costs nothing. What's your current phone model, and do you like it? I currently have a Motorola Droid Razr M, and it's kind of old. It's like 3 years old, so I need to upgrade. But for a phone, it's not that bad. Have you already thought about your baby's names? Yes. I came up with a girl name, Ari Grace, and, first name and middle name. And then I haven't come up with a middle name for the boy name yet, but I came up with Hatham something, my last name. So, I don't know, I'll have to come up with with those eventually. Have you ever been fishing? I love fishing, and I really want to go again. Do you have any strange body things? Yes, and that's what I've been waiting this whole time to show you all. On my forearm, you can actually kind of see it there. Let me turn my thing around. Do you see this little thing right here? This is kind of like a scar birthmark kind of thing, but I have never gotten injured on that area, no matter what. So I call it my armored plating, for comedic purposes. But there have been times where I have gone through prickers, like thorns and stuff, and I'll be scratched all around it, but not on it. So, I don't know. It's pretty interesting. How much do you tend to swear in public? I swear a lot less in public than when I do when I'm, in the dorm or at home. What are your strengths? I feel like I'm smart. I feel like I can inspire others and I care about others. Weaknesses, I do not like approaching people, and I'm kind of solitary / kind of keeping people in a tight circle. And last question is, what are your weaknesses? I just said that. Okay, so that finally finishes up the last of the video series of the 363 questions. I hope you all learned a little bit more about me, especially over, I'm pretty sure it's like an hour now, if not more, probably 2 hours. I'm sorry if you watched this whole thing. Oh my god, I can't imagine the people that are going to watch this. But, you know what? at least you know more about me. But I won't keep you guys here much longer. I'll probably come up with a little something to do tomorrow since my roommate won't be back till later, and yeah, I'll be bored for a while. So I'll try to come up with something. All right. But until then, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.